Welcome to the channel. This is Trent from TP Surveillance. And in today's video, we'll be discussing whether or not you need a subscription plan for your security cameras. And some people would say $2, $4, $10 a month is not bad for getting recordings and being able to watch my cameras when I'm not at home. I'm on the road. I might be on vacation or whatnot. And for those, that's fine. But then there are others that really don't know that you really don't need a subscription in order to do all those things. It just depends on the brand and the company that you're getting the cameras from. And so there's many camera brands out there that have subscriptions, and without those subscriptions, you might be able to just live stream, but you won't get no recordings. You won't get notifications. A lot of this other things like face detection, pet detection, vehicle detection, and all that comes with subscriptions. And so what I say is, if you one of those ones that didn't know that you can actually get majority or probably all those features without having a subscription, this video is for you. And so we look at different brands. Eufy doesn't have a subscription. Real doesn't have a subscription. I think Blink, if you get a little adapter that's like a storage thing, I think you can use that without having a subscription. But most of your wired security camera systems don't have a subscription. And I know every video you're going to hear me say something about wired because, like I said, I think it's the best option. And so a lot of people don't know that because they really don't show like different videos on most of wired security cameras. It's basically everything is Wi-Fi because they know that is it's easy to make money on those type of cameras because you can just buy it yourself without having to hire somebody. Of course, I mean that's an easy thing to sell. But if you look at it, whether you're paying $10, $15, $8 or whatever, as long as you paying that subscription, everything works. But as soon as you stop paying that subscription, nothing gonna work anymore. And so now you just left with equipment that you done had for a couple of years, but you tired of paying that monthly fee, and now it's useless. And so that is another thing to consider when you're purchasing these security cameras. And another thing is, and if you watch one of my previous videos when I discussed about internet, even though you paying a subscription monthly to get these recordings and events and all that, it still is not going to work if your internet is not capable of having several cameras or one or two cameras recording. So now you wasting money and you missing events and recordings while you still paying a monthly fee for the security cameras. And so if you look at it like, as I look at it, like if you're dealing with 2K, 4K security cameras, most likely they subscriptions are probably increasing every year or two because the way they sell it is 4K quality. But 4K burns a lot of bandwidth, a lot of internet. So in that case, in order for them to I guess be better on their end, they have to charge more because now you're going from a 1080p camera to now a 4K camera, which costing them more money to have in the cloud, which therefore they end up having to increase the pay. So maybe you started off only paying $4. Now you're paying $7. So you get what I'm saying? it's going to increase. It may not increase every year, but it's going to increase. And like I said, you paying for something that you really don't need to pay for, in my opinion, because you can get a wired system that does free notifications, free events, and most importantly, 24/7 recording so that you never miss anything. And it doesn't depend on your internet. Other than if you want to have it mobile. If you want to have it mobile, then you would need an internet connection to that MVR. But if you just want to just see recordings, you just want to watch it on your TV and just things like that, you have that option too. And like I said, when it comes to wired security cameras, you do not have to go out there and purchase 8, 9, 10 cameras. You can start off with 1 or 2, probably preferable at least 2 to cover your doors. So maybe you have a front door and a back door. Maybe you have a front door and a side door. So for me, I would like to get at the beginning cameras at least to cover those parts of the house, and then you can add on later. And you still, to me, you still saving money in the long run. And so that's pretty much all I wanted to do on this video. Just a quick video on that topic, because like I said, you don't really get that many videos pertaining to wired systems, because most of the wired systems are pretty much, once you install it, you're done, unless you want to upgrade a camera in a couple years or something like that, or you might see something that you like. But other than that, you don't have to upgrade every year, because those IP cameras and MVRs, they have updates just like the battery powered ones. They get updates. So if a new feature done came out on that brand, most likely, as long as your camera is not 10 years old, something like that, within the first 5 years, it should get the update also for free. And so thank y'all for watching this video. At the end of this video, we will have the first 2 videos that I did explaining internet issues and the difference between wired and wireless security cameras. Thank you for watching. See you later.